Reflection. Today in this video, I want to talk to you about the importance of reflection in your business. Reflection can bring you clarity on your past and your future, and make sure that you are staying true to your vision. So stay with me for this full video today, and we're going to walk through reflection. Welcome to Salon Boss TV, where you can find the best information, advice, tips and knowledge how to grow your salon business. I'm Jessica Crane and I'm a business coach for salon owners, and I help salon owners just like you to increase profit and to grow the salon business of their dreams. So make sure that you hit the bell and subscribe so that you get notified when we drop a brand new video every Monday. So today I want to talk to you about reflection. I love reflection and I plan it into my diary. And I can remember when I first read about why it's important to reflect on your business. And even Bill Gates takes a 1-week holiday every quarter, and he goes to this little cabin on a lake in the middle of nowhere to reflect and learn. Right? So reflection is really important because reflection gives you clarity on where you are right now and where you want to be. And reflection can also help you to identify those issues and those problems that you can then begin to work on. And reflection is the opportunity to check in with yourself. Are you on the right path? Are you going in the right direction? Are things going in the way that you want them to go? Because what you don't want to happen is you decide to reflect in 5-10 years and think, where did that time go? What happened? This is where I wanted to be 10 years ago, and all of a sudden I'm over here. How has it all gone wrong and all gone in this crazy direction? So you need to make sure that you are using a reflection tool frequently, so that as soon as something is going off course, you can catch it. Reflection helps you to stay true and on course to your vision. So I heard somebody the other day say, what does Nike stand for? Well, that's easy, just do it. What does Adidas stand for? Impossible is nothing. But what do you stand for? What is your vision? Have you reflected recently? Have you updated your vision? Are you staying true each and every day to your vision? When you first opened that salon door, what was your vision? And from that day to today, are you still on course? Have you been knocked way off course? Have you completely forgot what that initial vision was? Today we're going to help you get back on course to your vision and how to use the reflection tool. Once you know who your business is and you know the path that you want to take and you know why, you can check in and reflect. I get asked to do things all the time. Interviews, articles, speaking events, blogs, podcasts. And sometimes I say yes, and sometimes I say no. When you're running a business, it's hard for you not to get sidetracked, but it's really important that you notice these things that are trying to knock you off course and that you can identify them. And each time something comes up, you can be proactive rather than reactive. So each time something comes up, you can ask yourself, is this getting me closer to my goal, closer to my vision, or is it getting me further away? And this is a really good, because you can use this in real time. As these things come up, is that on track for the vision or taking me off track? And you can ask yourself these questions all day. So you can use a mini reflection all day, every day. Sometimes when we get knocked off course, I believe that the universe likes to send us these little tests. Just before we level up, just before something really works out, there's always this mini little dip beforehand. And it's the universe going, are you sure this is what you want? Are you on the right track? I'm just going to send you a little tiny test out there to make sure that you've really got what it takes and that you are ready for this next level. Who's experienced one of those little dips? Maybe you're on course, everything's going really well, then a staff member leaves, then you get an unexpected bill, or you get a speeding fine, or you get something that kind of comes and throws you a little curveball. Now, I believe that's always a tiny test from the universe going, just going to test you that this is what you really want. Are you really strong enough? Are you really serious that this goal is what you want? This vision is where you want to go, because we're going to send you some little tests, and every time you level up, you are going to experience one of these tests. So try not to resist them, but try to embrace and expect them. And this test is going, do you really want this, or are you easily distracted, and are you going to take the easy way out? Okay, that's what it's really testing. Are you going to just fold and take the path of least resistance? Are you just going to take the easy way out and not get this goal? Or are you going to come back stronger, harder, faster, and work even harder to get this goal? Do you really want it? Why do you think that only 20% of the population earn 80% of the money? That's because those 20% are the ones that have what it takes. So let's jump into some actionable steps. And we're going to walk you through 3 simple steps. So first, step number 1 is to pause and reflect. And that might be on the day, on the week, the month, the quarter, the year. And I suggest that you do this daily, which might only be for a couple of minutes, weekly, monthly, quarterly, and annually. So when you're doing your kind of end of day cashing up, when you're doing your end of week, when you're doing your end of month, really just reflect on where everything is. Where have you been? Where are you going? And what have you learned? And this is a big one, because even when those curveballs are thrown, analyze what you have learned. What went wrong? What would I do differently again? How would I make sure that that scenario doesn't happen again? Do I need to put a different system or process in place so that that doesn't happen again? Always take the lessons from the curveballs that happen. Take a moment to pause and reflect on all those experiences that happened that day, that week, that month, that quarter, and think about, I want you to write these down, how did they make you feel, okay? If you feel angry, pissed off, upset, frustrated, you need to address those issues so that they don't happen again. What have you achieved? What goals, what steps or goals have you achieved in that period, in that day, that week, that month, that quarter, that business year? Make sure that you celebrate all of the wins and that you focus on what you have achieved. And equally, what did you not achieve? But again, you want to take the lessons from it. Why did you not achieve X, Y, Z? And then you can focus on finding the root cause of those problems and fixing them from the foundational level. Step number 2, assess. So write 2 lists. A list of positive steps and actions that you took that moved you closer to your goal. So what did you do this week or this month that was positive actions that moved you closer to your goal? And write a list of negative actions, things that were self-sabotage, things that moved you further away from the goal. So let's just use a really easy example. Let's say this month I wanted to lose 2 pounds. Well, my positive actions would be that I went to the gym, I went for a swim, I ate really healthy, I did X, Y, Z, right? My negative list would be maybe last Friday I had a Chinese takeaway. Maybe I skipped the gym on the Monday. Maybe I didn't leave enough time one particular day to go to a particular class. So you want to have 2 lists. Everything that you did that was a positive step towards that goal, and everything you did that was a self-sabotage or a negative step towards that goal. And here's why you want to do those 2 steps, because in order to change, you will need to assess and change your behaviour. If you do not change your behaviour, you will not change. It is as simple as that. Change equals change. If you don't change, you are never going to get a different result. So you need to make sure that you are really holding yourself accountable and you are looking at the actions and the steps that you have taken, and really take responsibility for those actions. And awareness is the first step. So step number 3, this is all about action and plan, my favourite step, because without action, you are never going to get the result. And when you reflect, it's good to sit to assess and to think about everything, but then you really need to take action. So now you have your 2 lists, and I want you, under those 2 lists, I want you to write a statement or a promise to yourself. So, and this is how I want it to go. So I'm going to slow down. I know I sometimes talk really, really quickly. So I'm going to slow down. In order to reach my full potential, I will. And then you are going to insert the actions that you know that you need to take. Okay? I'm going to repeat that again. In order to reach my full potential, I will. And you're going to insert in there the actions that you know that you need to take. That's the first step. The second statement, in order to reach my full potential, I will not. And in there, you're going to put your destructive behaviour, those self-sabotaging behaviours that you know that are keeping you from your goal. So first of all, we have, in order to reach my full potential, I will, and these are the positive actions, the steps that you know that you need to take to get to that goal. And step number 2, in order to reach my full potential, I will not. And you are going to list your self-sabotaging behaviours. If I had a chance, I would change. What would you change? Going forwards, I will. And always put the first thing that comes to your mind. Go with your gut, okay? Don't overthink it, just put the first thing that comes into your mind. If I had the chance, I would change. Going forwards, I will. And this is why reflection is so awesome to get the answers that you need. So when you need to reflect, you can come back to this video, re-watch it, redo the 3 steps and get those answers that you need. I hope that you've enjoyed this video today. Make sure that you do subscribe, and if you found it useful, please click the like button below. And to your success, I'll look forward to seeing you soon.